Just to say, these stories that I'm reading on Reddit can actually be quite hard to understand, as there is quite a few mistakes on them, so I do apologise if they do come out quite bad. Now, these Reddit stories are meant to be true. Whether you believe them or not is entirely up to you. Thank you very much for choosing my video to chill to. Relax, my friends, settle down and enjoy. Telephone calls from hell. On February 12, 2017, I know this is the exact date because of a conversation I had with a friend that night and scrolled to check. I had stayed the night at our friend's house. We'll call him R, with his friend who I did not get along with. We'll call him H. We had stayed up until 1 or 2 in the morning watching scary movies, which my friend did not enjoy. Then H said, "Hey, have you ever called the number 666-6666? And of course I had not, and R was totally against it, which made H and I want to do it even more. We had called a ton of times, of course not reaching anyone, and finally decided it wasn't worth it. About 50 minutes after we stopped, all three of us got different voicemails. I can't remember theirs, but mine was 2 little girls speaking a strange language and giggling. This had freaked us out, but not as much as what came next. My friend had an old spin dial phone. It was used as decoration, so it was not hooked up to any lines and had no working wires inside of it. R was freaked out, saying that it was impossible for this to go off. R and H were so scared they wouldn't go near the phone, so I had to make my way over and answer it. When I picked up, all I could hear was breathing, and as I went to hang up, I heard a voice say, "Stop calling." This freaked us all out, and we spent the night, all three of us, in his older brother's room. Ghost in my friend's house. I have had many paranormal experiences in my friend's house. One of the scariest when I was staying at his house, and he had a massive room with 3 beds as he shared with his 2 siblings. So we are sleeping and I wake up at 5 AM as his mum is walking in to the ensuite to have a shower, as she works early. So I dismiss this, roll over to see a person standing and waving at her, which I assume is my friend. But as I look, I see it's a little girl in a dress, and she is floating mere inches above my friend. As I'm only 12, I freeze and just hide under the covers and frantically breathe and try to calm down. But when I peek out the covers, she's gone. To this day, I still refuse to wander in his house alone at night. I'm now 17. The Dark Ones. Unfortunately, the owner of this story has deleted his profile on Reddit, so I can't really give any credit. So if you're out there, I do apologise. So this isn't my best true story, but it was terrifying. So here goes. So a few months ago, I had a dream. It was strange though. I was in a house, but it didn't resemble my real house at all. But I swear I've been there, and my family didn't resemble my real family. But I felt like I knew them. I was in my house. I heard a knock on the front door. I instantly knew something was off. My grandma said, "I wonder who this could be." Somehow I knew whatever was at the door was evil. My grandma walked over to the door, and it felt like death. I yelled at her, "Please don't open that door." It felt like the closer she got to the door, the worse I felt. I heard the rattling of the doorknob. At that moment, I dropped to the floor like my body just stopped working. Then I felt hands wrap around my shoulders and start violently shaking me. My vision started to fade from the dream to real life, like I could see what was happening in the dream, but behind it I could see my ceiling and my covers. I heard the door open and my grandma said, "Well, they're finally here for you." I saw two black human-shaped things walk through the door. Meanwhile, I'm still being shook by some invisible entity. Then I wake up drooling, sweating and shaking. I will never forget that nightmare. But really, it's not even the worst one. So everybody, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. What was your favourite story? Did you believe in any of these stories? Do you think they're all made up? I'm going to be honest. I don't really believe in any of these stories. I think they were all made up. Although they were supposed to be true stories from Reddit. Hey, make your own mind up. Why not tell me in the comment section below, my friends? Whoa, look. More videos. More videos. Why don't you click on them, guys? More videos.